What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have had a great 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since you've seen us, but just know we've been working and we're here today with the new video. Don't expect me to be talking about the housewives anymore. I have been completely bored by the women, and every time it looks like it's going to be drama, it's nothing but something that was edited out and it wasn't even that serious. And I've just become bored with watching them. I tried to watch it again last night and I just can't. I just can't. Maybe it'll just be something that I'll watch, and if something that bothers me comes up that needs to be discussed, maybe we'll discuss it, but I just have no interest in that show at this point. To everyone watching, please click the thumbs up button, the like button, leave a comment if you choose to. But I want to know where y'all from. I want to know where the hell y'all watching the Scorpion show from. Are you in Philly? Are you in Dallas? Are you in D.C.? Are you in New York? Are you in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia? Are you overseas? I want to know where you watching the Scorpion show from. And maybe I'll shout some of y'all out on the podcast this Friday. That's coming this Friday. Yes, y'all will get a podcast this Friday. 4 years of Donald Trump. What's wrong?
4 years of Donald Trump. That's what's fucking wrong.
4 years of Donald Trump comes to an end in less than 36 hours. And I'm excited. I'm excited because I remember how I felt November the 8th that night back in 2016. And then it was confirmed on November the 9th, and it was just, I didn't know how to feel. Just many, many emotions. And every day you wake up to a tweet or a bombshell, and Republicans become pussies and they do nothing. And they just bite their tongues and just let Trump do whatever he wants. But if Obama had done this shit, they would have been all up his ass. Bless you. We had a first lady who didn't want to be first lady. We had first children as just criminals running our country. And it's time that I don't even say goodbye. I'm just glad they're going. And with Trump being banned from social media and by nearly all the damn platforms, do you know how good it is to just hear news without Donald Trump tweeted this and Donald Trump is doing this?
It's so weird because the other day I was thinking about that. I said, wait, something seems off. Like,
right.
Oh, it's Trump. We don't hear from him.
Yes.
I can't wait until we get back to that normal of not hearing a president vent on Twitter.
Yeah. And it's literally like he's disappeared because he can't get his lies out to people. And they say election misinformation dropped by 73% on social media
since he's been banned.
Yeah,
right. Of course. Because he was the
ringleader,
the carrier. He carried the bag.
And you got Fox News and all these other Republican sites and websites. They're out there, apologizing because Dominion like, oh no, bitch, we're going to sue y'all. If you don't retract what you said about us, we're suing. All of a sudden, everybody had these little videos about how it wasn't true about some of the stories that they reported on, but they're still coming after one of the Trump lawyers, and they want $1.3 billion. I don't know how they're going to defend themselves and get out of it, but they lost in 64 tries. 1 in 64. And you still we had people go to the Capitol and do what they did. I don't even know I know what to say about that, but I don't want to make that the topic of this. But we just got 2 more days, y'all. 2 more days. We're going to have the Biden administration. And what I'm really excited about is this $1,400.
I'm excited about that too, but I want to talk about something real quick. Let's talk about how some of these people who have been arrested are now being treated like the court system is just. For instance, the guy who they took a picture of him in Nancy Pelosi's office with his feet up on her desk. He's out of jail doing house arrest at home until his trial. Or how about the other guy that walked in there with the horns on his head? His mother complained about him not eating because of his organic diet, and the judge granted him, allowing him to have the type of diet that he eats at. What the fuck? He's a criminal. How do you grant somebody, how do you give special privileges to people like this terrorist who stormed the United States Capitol? Yeah. My black ass wouldn't, let me tell you something. Had that been me on January 6th, my family would be planning my funeral at Savin's Funeral Home, and St. Joseph would have to pull all the stops because it'd be a packed house in that church. Okay? 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 And by the way, my pastor delivered an awesome eulogy the other day, too. One of our musicians, our third musician in 2 years, died.
Yeah.
On January 6th. And his memorial was on this past Thursday. My pastor did an excellent. I didn't go because they just only allowed the family, but they live streamed it on Facebook or whatever. It was good. But, like, how do these people get away with doing certain things and then, well, we know how to get away.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
We know how to
the
get away.
skin color that's
yes.
right.
It's just unbelievable. When I heard about that lady saying that her son, he's not eating because of his certain, well, he should have thought about that before he went to the damn Capitol.
And he had COVID.
Oh God! And how about the people out there now who are getting caught and losing their job? Oh well, I wasn't in the Capitol. You know, I wasn't there, and I didn't do. And how? Oh my! Oh
yeah. It's always fun and games before you get caught, but then when you get caught, it's I didn't do it, or this person pushed me to do it.
They caught that firefighter throwing that fire extinguisher. Did you see that?
Yes. And then his lawyer got on TV and sounded even more stupid, talking about but it was empty. Do you know how fucking heavy a fire extinguisher is? And to throw it at somebody.
Is your brain empty?
Clearly. I wouldn't have went on TV to say no dumb stuff like that.
But you know what? They have no other defense, Kevin. So they have to say stupid stuff. That's what they get paid to be somebody's lawyer. They're saying stupid stuff.
You gotta make up a better lie than
it was empty. What difference does it make? Hello? Like, what the fuck? That's like me robbing somebody with an empty gun. Oh, well, officers, there wasn't no bullets in it, so I shouldn't go to jail. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You held somebody up with a gun. They don't know there's no bullets in there.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, they all getting their preferential treatment. And Donald Trump ain't talking about that law and order like he was talking about when you deface property. No. Okay, but they went up in there and defaced the fucking U.S. Capitol.
He's not talking about any of that. Well, he can't talk about any of it because he's...
Because they was on his defense. Yeah. And they got the videos of him standing there, watching it go down.
No, that's not that. You talking about when they were standing in the tent?
Yeah.
No. I have to defend Donald Trump. That's not that. That was false information. When they were standing in the tent, that was before his event.
Okay.
That was when they were standing there watching the people on the stage before his event.
So he went back to the White House and watched them storm the Capitol at the
they're not in that tent. Is not them watching the people storm the Capitol. That tent is before his event started and they were watching it.
I'm like, you know, that's still fucked up.
And
he waited hours.
Because we can't be, I don't want to be a liar like Donald Trump. So
yeah, we don't have to be liars. You know, correct me when I'm wrong. You know.
That's right. But it's still.
Right.
It's still. Fuck them.
All of them. All of them that went up in there. You know, like I said, I don't feel sorry for that lady that got killed. I don't feel sorry.
She shouldn't have been in there.
None of them should have been up in there.
She should not have been in there. What are you doing in there? I feel bad because you don't want anybody to die. However, when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And that was the prize that she won.
The ultimate prize, and that's that.
Let me just say this. There was this liar who was interviewed by Anderson Cooper immediately after it. He was the guy who videotaped the lady getting killed. A black guy. Him and his girlfriend were interviewed maybe about a day or two after the whole attack. And it was a young black guy, and I guess it was his girlfriend, she was white. And he was telling Anderson Cooper how he was standing there, you know, with everything that went down. And basically he was in there as a reporter or whatever the case may be. Watching that interview, I said, this guy is lying. There's something about him, he's lying. Don't you know the other day they arrested him too? And they said that he wasn't in there as no reporter. They got footage of him saying F the cap, F all these people. I said I knew when I was watching that interview, I felt in my spirit he was lying.
Yeah.
And they got him.
Yeah. They all
looking stupid. They have mugshot. Looking stupid.
The government has over 100,000 pieces of evidence.
Yes, and I believe it too. All them cameras. Mm-hmm. You know what? I posted this on Facebook the other day. You know, I went to the Capitol back in 2016. I went with Diggy's school. Now, in 2016, I went to the White House twice. I went once with my church earlier that year, and then at the end of the year, right before the election, I went with Diggy's school. When I went with Diggy's school, we toured the White House, and then when we left the White House, we went to the Capitol and took a tour of the Capitol. Mm-hmm. I knew, after this past 2 weeks, I said, something ain't right. All of these people were able to find this office and that office and this office and that office. And I posted on Facebook, I wrote a nice long, and I said, I'm trying to figure out how it is that these people knew exactly where to go and how to find these offices. Because when we went to take a tour, Kevin, there was not a sign that said anything about an office. There was nothing pointing you in the direction of an office. There was nothing letting you know this is where this representative, their offices are, and this is where, none of that inside the Capitol. There weren't even signs that said restroom. So I said, how the fuck did these people find these offices? And I remember, and Diddy wrote in a comment and said, oh my God, you're right. I don't remember seeing any. I said, no, they didn't, we didn't see no offices when we went in there. There was no signs that says Democratic offices this way, Republicans this way, the House, none of that. So how the fuck did they find these offices?
Because they had tours. And one of the Republicans who is new, she is going to be either fired or she's going to be put out. Or she's going to have to resign. Because 2 of her staffers already quit. And then it was just showing how crazy she is. It's just crazy how people have become radicalized.
Yes, they are.
By Donald Trump. We talk about how people get radicalized overseas and all of that. But look at it happening in our own country.
You know what?
Domestic terrorism.
This is no different. The only difference is these people didn't drink no Kool-Aid. But Donald Trump ain't no different from Jim Jones. When Jim Jones got all those people back in the 60s and 70s to follow him to Guyana, and over 900 people drank that Kool-Aid and committed, it was a mass suicide. This is the same thing that Jim Jones did. Jim Jones got them poor people, majority of them were black, got them and had them radicalize them in their minds or whatever the case may be, had many of them sell their homes and give him all of their money, and then he flew all of them to Guyana and built this community that wasn't worth shit, and then ended up killing it. Donald Trump is he's Jim Jones 2.0 if you ask me. I have never seen anybody have this much power over a group of people. Mm-hmm. And to think, we're talking about Donald fucking Trump. 10 years ago, I didn't pay Donald Trump no mind.
And neither did that.
And now all of a sudden, he has this much power.
Because when you speak a racist rhetoric that they understand, they will follow. And that's what they show they will do. With Donald Trump. I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah, me too. But you know what? I'm going to just say this real quick. If you are someone who prays, you have to keep Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in prayer. Mm-hmm. Because what these people... I just saw last night that they arrested somebody...
Trying to drive up to
the... Pretending to be a law enforcement officer with a coin. And this person, she had ammo. Everybody that they have arrested so far trying to get to the Capitol has done all types of rounds of ammo.
Right.
Which lets you know what they plan on doing with that ammo. Mm-hmm. You got to keep them in prayer because there are crazy people out there that really and truly want to do harm to these people. Because they are that upset because they didn't win. And this is why I keep saying over and over again, this is the result of our votes mattering. Mm-hmm. Because if our votes didn't matter, they wouldn't be doing what they've been doing for the past several months. That's how you know, first of all, they're upset with us. Mm-hmm. It's us. We put Joe Biden in the White House.
Right.
And they are upset with that. You mean to tell me them niggas had enough power to put Joe Biden in the White House? They are upset by that.
Philly, Detroit, and Atlanta.
They are angry by that.
Yes.
That's why I say
Milwaukee.
stop listening to people tell you that your votes don't matter, because it does. And this is clear evidence that your vote matters.
And all the states Trump won, we flipped it right back from him.
That's right.
Including Arizona.
I'm still shocked by Georgia.
Yeah, and Georgia.
I'm still shocked by Georgia.
Mm-hmm. And then we came back and won 2 more Senate races. Yes.
That's how you know our votes matter, y'all. They matter. Register to vote. Keep voting. Yes. Our votes matter.
And then you got to come back 2 years later and do it again.
That's all right. Shout out to Stacey Abrams,
yes.
too. Y'all need to throw her a block party down here in Atlanta when the summertime comes. Because I know y'all don't follow the COVID restrictions any damn way. So just throw her a big block party.
Right.
Throw her a block party. Because she did the damn thing down there.
It's MLK weekend. And Mikhail said, oh, he's seen this fight.
All I seen was fight. I seen another fight on my timeline from MLK weekend.
See, y'all don't know how to act. When I was coming up and I was in my early 20s and 20s, when we went down there, we had a good time.
We had a good time. And I don't think I ever saw a fight.
Right.
The few years, and I only went maybe about 2 or 3 years, I don't think I ever seen a fight MLK weekend when we were down there. Not even at the clubs, nothing. Everybody all about a good time. Yep.
And we even took time out our weekend to go to the Martin Luther King house. And like anytime I go during that weekend, I try to go. I know it's not open right now, but still, like, you want to remember his legacy. And I'm tired of seeing images of Martin Luther King on flyers. Stop doing that.
Right.
Stop doing him like that. Like, it's just crazy. But y'all young people in Atlanta or who flock to Atlanta, y'all need to get it together. It's just all these fighting. Then you got all the girls from OnlyFans and all of that fighting. Like, when me and the YouTubers, when we got to Atlanta, we just drank and had a good time. I don't know what the fuck y'all down there doing.
What are they doing?
I'm not being a part of it, you know. Like, no. I like to wear my mask. I like to have a good time, you know. And I like some of y'all, but some of y'all just...
That's why I don't indulge. I don't partake. I don't do any of that.
No.
Because you get too old and you be like, wait, we weren't doing that when we were going down. I don't remember not one fight ever when we went to Miami or Atlanta. When we went. Everybody was down there having a good time.
Now, I'm sure there probably was some stuff we didn't see, but it wasn't like...
this.
Yeah.
Every day it's been
like,
a fight for me.
Y'all recording it like it's fight night or something.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
They in the clubs fighting.
Then y'all jumping people. I mean, I want my crew to roll with me too. If I swing, y'all better swing too. But I'm just saying, come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better. We got to do better.
Jesus have mercy.
Yeah. And so yeah, with Biden's incoming administration, you know, y'all need to go to the website and check out all the things that he's been, all his cabinet, and he's very serious about science and getting this coronavirus handled. Getting more vaccines administered. He wants to do 1 million a day, but one of the guys on TV, one of the doctors said, no, that's not enough. You need to do 3 million a day to get it under control and get people vaccinated. And I did see that Ernest Owens recently got vaccinated. Now,
yeah, I signed up at my job to get vaccinated, but I'm waiting for them to send me an email. I called my boss too, because you have to fill out this. The only thing I just hate is because I'm overnight, and they do the vaccinations in the morning after I leave.
Well, why don't you just stay?
Yeah, but I get off at 6. They don't start them until after 8. I don't want to be sitting in my job for 2 hours.
Well, you ain't got to sit.
What if I look at?
There's always something weird to go.
No, it's not. We're downtown. Once I leave the building, and you know you can't go in and out because of COVID. Once I leave the building, I'm gone. I ain't going around driving around downtown.
Just sit there and go to sleep, man.
And I don't even want to see them people at my job in the morning, especially the people in my department. I don't want to see those morning crew.
Don't be like that.
I'm serious. I don't deal with none of them. Child, I want to tell people, don't go to work and becoming friends with people. Those people at your job are,
let me tell you, today...
And they liars. They are liars at my job. You like, what are y'all lying about? Y'all just sit around each other lying.
Today just taught me, this weekend taught me patience. Because our system's been acting up all weekend.
Your system?
The system, yeah.
Don't you hate that?
Yes, and it's just like, please bear with me. Please. You know, you try to find a joke somewhere here and there.
And the sad thing about it, because everything is done by a computer.
Right.
I remember when I used to work at in the call center at my old job. I used to hate that. I used to hate that Because when we would page certain people, they would have pages, and we would page them through the computer.
Right.
And don't let that system go down. Because then you would have to pick up the phone and page them. And then some of them would be smart and take forever to call back. Some of them wouldn't call back. And then when some of them did call back, you forgot why you paged them. Like, oh my God, wait a minute, let me figure out why it was I paged you.
Yeah, that happened too. I'm like, why are you calling me again?
Yes, he's like,
I'm asking. So refuse to be professional. Why you call?
Yeah.
You have to wait for the computer and stuff like that, and then
your mind start wandering and start thinking about some other stuff. You like, wait, what's going
then
on?
you get people that got all these questions, and it's just like,
Question.
yes, one lady, am I going to get the refund? I said, listen, you pay. Said no. I'm looking at your transaction history. I only see you pay with a card one time, and you always pay cash.
Right.
Yeah, she didn't know, but I always use my card.
No,
Said
you
no.
don't.
I said, I can see everything.
Right, don't get on this phone lying. You think I can't see? That's what I'm saying. People just lie.
Ooh, God.
It's like everybody go to work and start lying.
Right.
Don't lie to me because I don't care. Let me tell you something. I don't care about you. When you clock out, I care nothing about you. So don't come to this job lying to me. Okay?
Right. I think she wanted to say it was her card because, you know, if it's a refund, you use your card, it goes back to the card fast.
Yeah, but sometimes, depending on, because some places, it don't go back. The refund take a few days.
Yeah, well, I can't talk about how long our stuff takes because then they're going to really know where I work. But, you know, and I want my job to, but no, it's just like, I just really try to find ways to, like, talk to people. And one lady, she was, this was Thursday, 6 o'clock in the morning. Miss, let me just help you. No, because if you think that I'm doing this, I am not doing it. Same thing she said she wasn't going to do.
She did.
She did. After we smooth that shit out, you know. But that's the kind of competition I like. But I be like, sometimes I'm like, look, it's too early.
Yeah.
It's too early.
You want to be so combative.
Yeah. At 6:15 in the morning.
Yeah. Like, where are you? I can tell they don't like you at your job. You are the job troublemaker. You combative with me at 6:15 in the morning. I can tell you taking this attitude to your job. They probably know their eyes when you come walking up in there.
But yeah, she straightened it out. She was like, I know you wanted to curse at me, but she said the curse words I wanted to say. And, you know, yes. But I love doing what I do. These people in Philadelphia, they are a trip. I'll tell you that. So.
You talking about the 1400?
Yeah. I just want my 1400.
Me too.
You know what, bitch? I won. Yeah, I know you don't gamble. But I played Parks Casino, and I won some money today.
You mean the game on the phone?
Yes, on the phone. And this real money. This ain't no...
So how do you get the money?
Oh, they send it to your bank account.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But they, you know, of course you're going to, at the end of the year, you probably going to have to fill out some forms. But
for it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, I like it. Like, I don't do that, the game betting. No, bitch, give me the casino, because that's what I like. And that's what everything is gravitating towards now online. Like, it's bets and you got the bitch.
I see the guys on my timeline doing the sports bets.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
and
I see.
They be winning money.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's all they talk about at my job.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God, Kevin. Wait a minute. First of all, these guys. Remember when Art and them got shot? They was going around that corner to bet at that store. These guys be posting their things, and I'm like, oh my God. This guy the other day, he won $2,500 on, I don't know if it was a basketball game or something. He was so excited.
Yeah.
Like they posted things, and oh my God. They're like, oh my God. Y'all really, this is a thing.
Let me tell you, I went from $40 to $1,100 today.
And you won $1,100?
Yeah. Just playing, like I was playing different games.
So what is that? It's an app that you have to download?
Parks Casino.
Wow.
Yeah, I won $1,100 today. You know, but it's fun, but it could be a little addicting, you know, because you be like, let me just play $50. Let me see what I'm gonna do. With 50, sometimes like, oh, bitch, I done lost 50. Let me see if I can get it back with 75. So you gotta chill, you know. But it's
Thank God I don't gamble because they take all my money.
I think I was like, well, maybe because today Monday, they paying, because I don't know. But if it's like the weekend, child. But on a Monday afternoon, I was racking up. Thank God. But I should be telling y'all to do stuff like this. I don't know. But yeah, I want some money into that. So yeah, so $1,400 is going to sit there. You know, I want another TV. I like this, but this ain't getting it because it's not working right with the 2.0 and this Vizio. I gotta go back to an LG TV. This ain't. I'm gonna take it back or find somebody to help me take it back because that ain't it. It ain't it. It ain't it. It ain't it.
How long have you had it?
About 10 days.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah, it's new. Cause I got the TV because I got the Xbox, and you know it got that what they call that 4K. 4K, it look the video games look good, but I be watching a movie and the signal drops, and then it'd be like, then I googled it, and then if Vizio got a reason why it's doing that, I don't need the if you got a whole page dedicated to why it's doing that, I don't need that TV. I need to go get a new TV before it's too late, and that's what I'm gonna do. I might do them after buy and get inaugurated or something. But yeah, so yeah, $15 minimum wage. What do you think about that as a federal mandate?
That's awesome. That's awesome for people who are making under that because, first of all,
they said it would lift 1.3 million people above the poverty line.
I mean, a lot of people have their issues with the $15 minimum wage because, especially a lot of small business owners. But I look at it like this. We are constantly complaining about the economy this and the economy that, and it's not, and a lot, but because people can't afford to put money back into the economy. When you got people working at places like McDonald's or working at places, you know, like working at places that they're starting them off with $9 and $10 an hour. Who the fuck can live off of that?
Right. And McDonald's start you off with minimum wage. It ain't even
what's
getting
minimum wage?
$7.25.
See, I don't even think I ever made that.
I think our state in our state, I think it's $7.25 or maybe $8 something. I don't know. I don't know what the minimum wage is.
Yeah,
but it's
like,
still too low.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's still way too low, and rent is way too damn high. Like even me, like when I think about it, like I was like, if I was working 40 hours a week, it would be enough to pay my rent, but it still wouldn't be enough to do
expenses
what I like
and,
to do.
And anything else. Like
right.
That's all you would have is to pay your rent.
Right.
You wouldn't be able to do anything else. You probably wouldn't be able to really buy anything.
Nope. It's just, and it's bad. And people and just imagine like people in these apartments.
It's sad.
All these new high rises everywhere. Everybody want all of this money, and then they want you to plus this utility, plus that you got to pay for that, and you got to pay. Like it's expensive, and you want to pay people $7.25.
Right.
Like I used to be like, well, maybe if these people. Maybe if they went to a community college or something like that, maybe they can get a better position. But no, it's really bad out
But you got some people in college who's going to college and they're making the same amount.
And yeah, because they're not even working what they graduated in the profession they graduated.
First of all, you got some people who work for SEPTA. They're making more than some people who went to college. You got some bus drivers here in Philly that's making like $25, $26 an hour.
Makes money, and they got a union.
Yes. And those people didn't go to school.
They work you to death.
They
First of all, you can't call out.
No.
You better work what you're on the schedule for. And if we need you to come in, you better come in.
And then the hours are horrible.
Right.
4 a.m. Get up at 4. Gotta be here.
Who's going to work get off at 10. Gotta be there at 4. Right. Probably 3 o'clock.
I know them checks are beautiful.
Yes.
But still, you're working like a dog. But I say that to say a lot of them are making more money than some of these, or making the same amount as some of these people who went to school.
They getting paid. I know they are. They getting paid. And you know what? Some people, I can't talk about them, but you know, some people say just how rude some of these bus drivers are, especially the female ones.
Oh, they've always been rude. I remember when I used to take the bus. Bus drivers are rude, and the female bus drivers and female police officers are equivalent to each other. Both of them are rude. Both of them are rude, especially the black ones. Okay? Especially them. I mean, it's like you're trying to figure out, are you... shut up, Mikhail. You're about to offend somebody. But yeah, they're very rude. They're very rude. They are very rude. I saw this girl today. It is so funny that we are talking about this. So, I did community service today from MLK. So, as I was leaving, we did it at 69th Street. And so, as I was driving home, I drove past this septic depot. And as I was pulling up, there was a car letting somebody out. And the girl got out the car, and she was going inside the septic. No, she was a worker. She was a septic worker. She was going inside the building. But she got out, and she had, like, the nastiest attitude. You could just see her whole disposition walking into work was nasty. You know what I mean? And I was looking at her, and I said to myself, it's crazy because I'm almost certain that when she first started working here, she was so pleasant and nice. And now that she's walking in this building, she probably so nasty down. And she just looked like she had a nasty attitude. I just looked at her, I said to myself, look at her going into work with that nasty attitude. But again, and I'm sorry, ladies, but a lot of these female officers and female bus drivers are just nasty. They are nasty.
And for no reason.
You be looking like, well, damn, I'm just asking a question. You ask them a question, they roll their eyes, they get short with you. And then when I call you a bitch, then I'm the wrong one. You know what I mean? I'm asking you a question and you rolling your eyes. The first thing I say is it, well, I can't really, but on the phone. If I call somebody, or if I'm at an office somewhere in the reception, I say, somebody else that can help me because I don't like your attitude. I don't like your attitude. Don't like your attitude. Because I feel like I lived too long for you to be talking nasty to me.
Well, maybe they should make $15 less than what they should.
I don't know, but I know for a fact anybody working at SEPTA is getting a good check. Whether you drive the bus, whether you clean it up, you're getting a nice check. Because I think the custodians at SEPTA get like $18 an hour starting off like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's good for somebody who's just cleaning up a damn subway station.
Yeah, even hospitals be paying.
Yeah, a lot of yes, that's what I'm saying.
How much they're getting paid now since they're paying.
First of all, talk about subway station. I just thought about this guy. This video I saw this guy walking on the train tracks in one of the subway stations here in Philly. All I could think about was rats. Because you know when you're standing there on the platform, that's all you see is rats. Oh my God, Kevin.
Nothing on the subway.
I never forget. I was at City Hall. You got to be careful. If you catch the sub in any major city, New York City, Philly, be careful. I was standing at City Hall. Oh, Jesus.
What was you doing at City Hall?
That's why I thank God that I have a car. This was some years ago, Kevin.
Oh,
and I had a car. My car may have been in the shop. But I was at City Hall at the train station. And I was standing there waiting for the train. And something just said, look up. And it was a rat running across the pipe above my head. Oh!
They're not scared of y'all. Nobody.
Heaven, when I tell you the heebie-jeebies got, they're getting over me now. When I saw that rat run across that pipe over my head, I said, Jesus, if this thing would have fallen on me. Kevin, you talk about dead. Somebody would have been able to rob me because I would have screamed the whole time going, ah! I've just been screaming. Oh my God. And they're so big.
Yes, they are.
They're so big. The rats are so big. Oh my God.
Well, that's their habitat.
It is, and the guy was, and I saved the video too. He was on the tracks, digging for something on the tracks, and I said, "Oh my God, it just be nothing but rats down there."
No, I'm glad when I get on the trolley, I don't really see rats. You know, when it's time to go home, I don't see any. I see trash.
I don't think
I see homeless people, but I don't see rats.
I don't have enough vocal strength to scream as loud as I would want to if a rat jumped on me.
Well, we know how you sound when a cat get on you.
And you know I don't like cats. Anything that jumps on me, when something said, look up.
Right.
And I looked up, and the rat was just running across, and I said, oh my God, Jesus.
speaking of rats, Wendy Williams is calling her brother a rat. And Wendy Williams is saying, bitch, I'm not the one you want to fuck with.
There's this movie, sorry,
Go ahead.
called Daylight.
Did I see this?
I think you did. Some of y'all probably seen it. Called Daylight. And they stuck in a tunnel, and this tunnel blows up in New York. And there's a scene in the movie when the tunnels start, the people who are trapped in the tunnel, because they're in the tunnel in New York City that's underwater. An explosion happens and the traps drops, people. It's a scene, it's Sylvester Stallone's movie. It's a scene where they have the tunnel starts to fill up with water, so they have to
This
swim.
is a Lincoln Tunnel?
Whatever tunnel it was, who knows? I guess it's a Lincoln Tunnel. But it's a scene in the movie when they have to swim from the tunnel and they find another hidden room, like a room where some of the workers must have had, and that room is like above the water. So the people who survive, they swim and they get to them. And they all looking in the room and they sitting there. And then all of a sudden, one of the girls starts to scream. And when she screams, the camera pans to where they just came from in the water, and you see hundreds of rats just swimming. So everybody's just running and screaming, oh my God. And the guy is calling for his wife. He said, come on. She's like, oh, please. And the rats are just running all up, just to get out the water. And they run, and she's sitting there. She's not even moving. She's like, oh, please. Like, basically, I'm not scared. And I'm like, oh, gee, how did she do that scene? How did she do that scene? Because they were real rats, Kevin. They weren't fake rats. They were real rats.
No, I want to know how you did that. How that lady, this is a video of you posting the lady. And it was like water bugs on her back. And she was just spraying. And they were just everywhere, just cockroaches everywhere. How? Woo! Now stuff like that makes my skin crawl.
Kevin, when I tell you, I can't.
How did you even post that?
Like, just like trash men. They have to get paid a lot of money because of the stuff that they deal with. Imagine them pulling that trash and something jump out of it, though.
Just imagine, I got chills thinking about. I don't know.
Wendy Williams, go to Wendy.
Yeah, she just came at her brother's neck.
Yes.
Basically, she was insinuating her brother's gay, or he likes women's clothing, or he's on the low, or But Wendy, you know what?
Well, she only did that because he said that she didn't go to the mom's funeral. Which
among other things,
she didn't deny that she didn't go.
Yeah.
She didn't confirm.
But I'm not mad that she didn't go, because some people take things different. Just like my sister, she was late for the funeral. Yeah. And I was over that. Like what the fuck? And I say close the casket.
I know.
I sure did.
I was there.
I sure did.
I was there. I know.
It's like, oh no. I say close it.
Then came sashay and in.
Right.
Like Mary J. Blige.
I'm not gonna say nothing else.
Well, I was over it. I couldn't believe her, and everybody's looking at her like, but she just came walking in like I'm not late. You are.
So yeah, Wendy just basically clapped back at her brother. But that's my thing. Everybody grieves different. I don't know how Wendy Hart would have taken it to see her mother laying there. Wendy's 50-something years old. Her mother's been there her whole life. We don't know how hard Wendy's taking it. We don't know if her mother was really like dying through the summer or something was going wrong. Remember, Wendy was just, we always seen her on drugs or something just wasn't, writing stuff still ain't right. And people always say, oh, you was watching Wendy? I don't even watch her no more right now. Like, people say, like, something ain't right. Or did you watch? Did you pay attention to her? Like, no. Like, she could have been suffering that whole time. Or you just never know what a person is going through. So you can't judge them for not going to a funeral. Everybody takes death differently and they grieve in their own way. Just like I was telling you, like, I thought that I would be a depressed soul, that I would just be out here drunk dialing people and all of that stuff, and I am not that, But it's, everybody grieves differently, and I can't sit here and judge her for how I think she should have cried at her mom's funeral, how I think she should have, then I can't do that. Right. I can't. And we all grieve differently. So that's just how I feel about it. But I don't want Wendy to try to use this as a crutch like, oh, I can say that you're gay. Because, girl, most of your staff is gay. And you can't be using gay like, okay, this is your weakness. And I'm going to expose you and I'm going to tell everybody. Come on. You got to do better than that. You really do. Now, if you want to expose your brother and his secrets, go ahead. But don't try to use him, what he liked, as a weakness, as in liking men or liking women's clothing. If that's what he liked to do, and you said pegged. So, basically, you trying to say like he like his butts and stuff. Oh, I know more stuff about you than you think you know about yourself. Wendy, he could tell all your shit too.
I wouldn't even want to go through. First of all, I didn't even know she had a brother until today.
Yeah.
Because then when I saw the video of him, I said, wow, he looks just like the mom.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, that's not something you would want to, like, all that. I wouldn't have even acknowledged my brother on the show because it's like, that's personal.
He must have said something that ate at her.
Yeah, and it's like, for you to even go on your show and call your brother out like that, yeah, he was wrong for saying what he said. But I wouldn't have even reacted on my show. Because that's still my brother. I would have called him and cussed his ass out. But I would have never reacted to him on my show. Like, that's a low blow. That's a low blow. Because that's going to be out there forever, that video. See, the video of him calling her out, we're going to forget about that. Because, like I said, I didn't even know she had a brother. So, we're going to forget about that. But you calling your brother out on your show is going to be there forever. It's like, come on, like, you don't want to take that route. Like, I wouldn't even try to expose my brother because at the end of the day, that's your brother. And when your father, I don't even know, is her father still living? When your father dies, it's just going to be you and your brother.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Yeah, so it's like, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That's not cool. I'm not one to do stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I don't have the best family. I really don't. And Lord knows I can cuss cousins out from here to East Jablit. But you don't never see me get on social media and talk bad about my family. Never. Ever, ever. And I can honestly say I don't see any of my family get on social media and talk about us. That's just not how we were brought up. And it's so crazy because I follow a lot of family on social media, Facebook and Instagram. And that's just not what we do. That's not what we do at all. It's just not what we do. And I can say proudly that I don't see any of my relatives cussing out another relative. And don't get me wrong, because we got a big family, so of course we're going to have arguments and stuff. But it don't go to social media. And it shouldn't go to social media. And I don't like when I see family members argue on social media because it's like, first of all, don't put your business out there because these people who are reading this, they're only reading it for entertainment. Right. They're not reading it to be supportive. They're not reading it to be help. They're just there to go at what you're talking about and then go running their mouths.
Yeah, because they don't care.
They don't really care. So it's like when it comes to your family is off limits of talking about them and exposing them on social media. I don't think, and you know I had an issue with one of my family members not too long ago. And I could have put that all over.
Right.
But I didn't. Because it's not what you do. It's just not what you do. It's because it's just going to be your family at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And one thing you don't want to do is put shit like that on social media and then you got to go to a family event and then it becomes awkward.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because now you got some family members who are siding with you and you got some family members that are siding with them and then it becomes a big fight. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
And if y'all want to live long enough to see family, please stop going to concerts where Bow Wow and Trey Songz and Fabulous is there.
Oh my God.
It's not worth risking your life over. It's really not. It's not.
And Bow Wow had the nerves to go back and forth with the mayor of, what was it, Houston?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, both of y'all are wrong. Because I know, first of all, I know Houston is probably a fucking melting pot for COVID. Because it's Texas. And then Bow Wow, you're wrong because you shouldn't have been having no concert like that. And then you ever notice that when you see these concerts, nobody has a mask?
No, none of them. It's just like Atlanta. all the Southern girls, all the Southern
nobody has
girls.
a mask.
Y'all don't want to wear masks. Y'all just don't want to protect yourselves.
Yeah. They didn't want to tell you how to run your house.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
We are on the brink of 400,000 deaths from coronavirus. And just think of how many of them could have been prevented if we had a president who cared about this virus.
First of all, the United States lost 600,000 people in 2 years with the Spanish flu back in 1918.
Mm-hmm.
2 years and only 600,000 people in the United States alone died. That's not the millions of people who died around the world, but just in the United States, 600,000 died in 2 years. We're already close to 400,000 and it hasn't even been 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So that means by the end of this year, we could possibly be close to 600,000 in just 1 year.
Oh, not the way we pushing. It's going to be higher than that, Mikhail.
That's horrible, Kevin. And to think about it, 100 years ago, we didn't have the technology. We didn't have the resources. We didn't have any of that 100 years ago. But they were able to get only just 600,000 people in 2 years dying from the Spanish flu in the United States. And here we are 100 years later with the technology, with the resources, with all types of information that will prevent you from doing what it is. You know what I mean? You got social media, you got the news. They didn't have that 100 years ago. The only source of information was a newspaper and the radio. Mm-hmm. And some houses back then didn't even have a radio.
No. You had to read the newspaper.
You had to read the newspaper. But yet, they were able to keep millions of people in the United States home. 600,000 people died in the United States in 2 years. We're already at 400,000 and we're not even at 1 year. Can you imagine how many people it would be if this lasts for another year?
I don't want to know.
That's horrible. If we go through this until next March, can you imagine?
But you don't want nobody to tell you what to do.
You don't want nobody to tell you, yeah, don't tell me what to do. I posted something about going on vacation. Oh, don't tell me I can't go on vacation. Oh, ain't nothing's going to ever go back to normal anyway, so why not just live? Live? The way you're going, you'll be dying soon.
Right. Now, I did go on my vacation. I needed one. But still.
I need one too, Kevin, but I am so scared to fly anywhere. I'm just scared. Me and my friend, we were talking about this last week. I need a vacation so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I am so afraid to travel somewhere.
I think it's because, for me, I think it's a little different because I think I have the antibodies and I think I still do. But I don't be out here living dangerously.
Right.
You know, I wear my mask. If I go somewhere, I have my mask on. You know, but it's just a little bit different. I just feel like it's just a little bit different for me. And like I tell people, like it's no joke. Like I talk to people at my job about it. Some people at my job court it. It's just bad. It's like everybody's catching it. And everybody's like, I don't even know how I got it. Like,
yeah.
I seen one of the news reporters. He's like, I don't know. Like, I did everything I was supposed to do. I don't know how I got it. I watch wrestling. You see some wrestlers, and some of them don't. But one is like, I do everything I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I got it. It's a lot of people, like, I don't know. But it's like, the crazy thing is 3,000 people are dying every day.
Yeah.
That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
3,000 people. 3,000. So that's 21,000 people a week. 80,000 people a month. If we're going to let this keep going on like that, like how many big mamas got to die? Or how many young people who he's healthy? And, you know, there's nothing wrong with him. And he courted and he's gone. How many of these stories does it take for you to realize that this is serious? Just because there's a high survival rate, it doesn't mean it can't take away someone that you love the most or you just love so much. Like, once they're gone forever. I don't know how many times I could probably forget that my mom is gone. Like, it don't feel like it sometimes, but it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to just tell them all the good things you're doing, and you can't. I can sit here and tell you all the things I would like to say to her, and I can't, even though I know I can say it because she's my mom and I know her spirit is near. But it's different because you'll never speak to them again. You'll never get a chance to hug them and tell them how much you love them or turn down a kiss and like go sit down and leave me alone, and you know you'll never get to have none of that interaction ever again. So take this serious, and don't let niggas like Bow Wow, Trey Songz, and Fabulous, or Meek Mill have you all up in a hot spot at a super spreader event. It's not that serious. There will be plenty of times to see them because they're going to have, everybody's going to be in concert soon. Next year, everybody's going to be in concert. You're going to be tired of fucking concerts. You know, I don't know what else to say. But, come on. Trey Songz and Fabulous, Fabulous.
I would have looked at them tickets and kept right on scrolling. I don't even thought about putting my credit card number in there to buy a ticket for them. Are you kidding me? Why?
This is not even your credit card. You got to put your address.
You got to put all that. Oh, wow, I'm really putting this in for Trey Songz, Fab, and Bow Wow. Not Beyonce.
Right.
Not her.
She knows better. And she knows how to stay quiet during the
Okay?
pandemic.
She is staying put.
She got twins to live for. And blue.
And shout out to Betty White. She turned 99 yesterday.
99.
Somebody left a comment and said, wow, Betty White lived through 2020. I said, yes, she did.
Okay.
And there's somebody who, I guess one of her reps or whatever, and I was reading this article last week, and the rep said she stays put in the house,
Okay.
and she does not have visitors and limited, but they contact her, through phone to make sure, she's fine and she's just staying put.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no good
Hello, she's 99. We know what you know. She should thank God that she ain't in nobody's nursing home.
Right.
She's in her own home with her pets because she has dogs and stuff, so they're keeping her company.
And James Earl Jones recently turned 90 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he's just going to pray for the world. And he's happy because he's getting older and getting more and more wisdom. Who else I say had birthdays? Mary J. Blige turned 50. Regina King turned 50.
Michelle Obama, she didn't turn 50, but
something.
everybody's birthday was yesterday, the 17th.
Yes, okay. So let me tell y'all something. I love me some Capricorns. Like, I love y'all as a sign. And I love y'all because y'all make the best friends. And y'all real cool. So shout out to all the Capricorns. If it's your birthday this week, last week, the week before, or but it's almost your season almost over this week.
Well, Cicely Tyson too. Well, her birthday's in December.
Yeah,
she's a Capricorn.
She's
like
December 19th, 20th?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just shout out to all of y'all Capricorns.
Or is she a Capricorn? She might be a Sag.
She might be a Sag.
Yeah.
Because I think Capricorn is
like the 21st.
December 20th or something. December 22nd or December 21st.
Well, I know she just turned 96. 96 or 97.
Yeah, from January 20th, you're an Aquarius. So Capricorn season about to be over. Happy birthday to all Capricorns.
Yeah, she's 96.
Yeah. That, and I didn't agree. I don't like what she's saying.
Who?
Sister Tyson, she got a memoir coming out.
Oh. What did she say?
About black Africans, but I think she wanted to say it was black British stars taking roles from black Americans. Oh. She was saying that that's the new thing that Hollywood wants to do, and she's not really in agreement with that. And she talked about Bill Cosby. She talked about her and her marriage to Miles Davis and how he punched her one time. Like, she is like telling everything. And you know how age I say go ahead and do it. Like, you're 96, and how she's not afraid of death and everything.
A lot of old people, when you get to that age, a lot of them
Right.
are really not afraid of it.
Yeah.
I used to, the mother hen at my church, when I used to go visit her, she used to always tell me, oh my goodness, I could just hear her voice. She used to always say she can't wait till she dies because she got more family members in heaven than she has on earth. Mm-hmm. And she would always say how she missed this person and that person. And she always used to say, I just can't wait. And when she died, I didn't even cry. I was just like, because I just kept saying to myself, I remember her saying she can't wait. So now she's in heaven now with her family members. But she used to always talk about how I have more family members in heaven than I do here. Mm. And it used to make me so sad because she lived so long. She was like 96 when she died. So she lived a long time. She only had one child. And
is that child limit? That's the one in California?
No, that's Mother Bradley. That was Mother Bradley. He died.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. He died before his mom. No, mother and her son. No, her son's still living. But he never had any children, so she didn't have any grandchildren.
Oh.
So it was just her, her son, and his wife. But yes, when you get to that age, a lot of them old people are just like, they just, because a lot of them probably just like, well, I done did everything.
And all they could talk about is God.
I done did everything.
How he did for them.
Yep.
You know, one lady, she just was like, I don't know. You hear all kinds of stuff on the phone. It's just like, I'm above ground.
Well, she's
I'm
trying
happy.
to renew her stuff, and she's talking like that.
No, she just
You said you hear all that stuff on the phone.
Yeah, but she was just saying like, I'm above ground, and that's the good part. You know.
Well, yeah.
And then she's like, and remember, before I let you go, remember, it's good to be seen and not viewed.
That's right.
I said, oh my God, I'm not even thinking about death. Okay?
That's true. Somebody say, how you doing? Listen, it's good to see you. It's good to be seen and not viewed, okay? Because I could be laying up in somebody's funeral parlor. That's right.
I've talked to some people could be the nicest people. Some people can be mean, and then you just turn them into nice. I don't know. It's fun. It's really fun. But yeah, I like singing. I like singing, and it's good to talk to them from time to time. You know. And I'll be looking at their birthday. I'll be like, oh my God, look out. And some of them be 30, Mikkel. I mean, not 30. Born in like the 30s and sharp as a tack. And know what they're talking about. And, you know, they're just good at what it just makes me happy that everybody don't go through.
They should call them in their 30s that was born in the 30s. They should be calling before they get to wherever they need to go before they call you. They should call before they leave the house.
Right. I'd be like, due to COVID, this place is closed and you cannot go there. Right. But I could just go there. No, you
go home. Go home. Where's your son? Let me call your son.
No, you can't. Then one of the daughters tried to talk to me. I said, yes, and these are the rules. I said, unfortunately, yes, that's how it is. Like, I wasn't lying to your mom. You think you're going to take the phone and I'm going to tell you something different? Right. No.
Well, you trying to get over my mother because she's in her 80s. No, you should be driving your mother around.
So, the Skai and Jules. Skai Jackson and I guess Solange's son Jules had a relationship we never knew about. And
they're the same age, aren't they?
He's like 2 years younger than her. So she's legal and he's still a minor, but I believe in some states, they do have a law where you could be like, I can't remember the exact way to word it.
How old is she? Like 18 or 19?
Like, probably like 18 and he was 16. But there's laws where it's not illegal. You know how some people try to make it look like she's a predator. But he can consent.
I mean, somebody who's 18 and somebody who's 16, they're damn the same damn age. Right. But you got some 18-year-olds who are still in high school.
But remember, some boys used to get in trouble for stuff like that, like 18 and somebody 15 or 16.
Yeah,
so it's different.
Yeah.
But because, she's a girl, ain't nobody going to be like, oh, well, she's this.
That's why I think the legal age should be moved to 21.
Oh, my God.
And I say that because of problems like this. You got somebody who's 18 years old. Sometimes you have some 18-year-olds who are still in school. I don't know no 18-year-old who has the mental capacity of a 25-year-old. No. They're kids. Hell, you even got some 21-year-olds who are still goofy. But they're kids. And I'm not going to look at an 18-year-old and get upset at an 18-year-old because he's dating or she's dating a 16-year-old. Mm-hmm. They're 2 years apart. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. When this child was born, this child was still a baby. They were 2 years old. Like, come on.
Now, what I don't like is that this video of her came out. I don't know exactly what's on the video because I don't care to see it. But a video leaked. And then it was like supposed to be allegedly these screenshots from Jules' Instagram. And him just saying that he don't care. He's not with her no more. She cheated on him. And like a lot of stuff started leaking. Now, I think he do got something to do with this. And I do hope, like everybody online was saying, like, I hope Solange fucks him up. Like, I do hope that he's being talked to. And, like, this is not how you treat women. And this is not how you think you should be able to go into the world and treat people because of what family you come from. You cannot do that. And you would not like it if anything happened like that to your aunt, and you wouldn't like it if it happened to your mother, if somebody did something like that to them. And I don't think he needs to be beat up, but I do think that he needs a good talking to, even from Jay-Z. These are the people, he is around so much power, and you can't be doing dumb shit like this.
What was it that he supposedly did?
Leaked the pictures of them. All of a sudden you start seeing, I've never seen a picture of Skai and Jules. I never heard about them being together. I never heard none of those rumors. Then that
They're
video.
not nasty pictures, are they?
It was a nasty video going around.
Well, see, that stuff missed my.
Yeah, but teenagers do stupid shit.
Yeah, they do.
You know? They do. They do.
Some adults do too.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, you gotta tell these things, you gotta remember, I was your age once. It's nothing, well, some older people can't say they took pictures and stuff, but it's nothing that you trying to do that hasn't been done. And you shouldn't do it. But see, I can't talk like that and tell people what they shouldn't do, because, I ain't got no kids, so I can't even be an uncle. I don't got no kids.
But you don't see them now anyway.
I know. But I'm just saying, if you want to talk to people like that, you need to be more involved in your children's lives. And that's for everybody. If you want to tell people, your own family members that. But Jules, I can't say you for sure did it, but some of the things you said in those messages, come on, you got to be better than that. You got to be smarter than that. You can't be doing stuff like that. And if it's true that you she can't sue me because my aunt is Beyonce, come on.
I don't think he said that.
I think so.
I don't think he said that. Because that boy don't really... First of all, you never hear from him. And even the stuff that you see of him, like Tina posted something with him and her, and she tagged his Instagram page, and I went to his Instagram page, and it was probably one of the boringest Instagram pages I had ever been to.
Yeah, see, they be the ones. they be the ones out there starting shit.
No, but I'm saying he was just it was just basketball. All you do is play basketball. And I can't.
They be the ones.
You
can't see. But because you know how you can sometimes pinpoint, because I know you do it, but because everybody getting on that one, I know they won't get on me. Because they're going to be at that person. Oh, yeah.
Well, his mother's famous, too.
Yeah, but, I want Solange to come out with another album that's better than the one that was attributed to Houston. I just want her to come out with one more good album. You know what made a good album? It was cute. Jazmine Sullivan, Hotels. I love it. And it's these women that tell their stories, and she's singing songs about them. Now that you don't really hear about, and some of them embrace being.
Yeah,
I love it.
Some guy posted today and was like, "Men, y'all better listen to this Jazmine Sullivan song, to the album, because she's telling women how to do X, Y, and Z. So y'all better pay it." Whatever he was saying.
They're preaching to each other. Yeah. I mean, it's good.
Men don't like when women get together and start talking like that.
Yeah,
because it's.
But we do it, and we all got our hotels. I mean,
no, I don't.
I know you got a hotel, but I'm not gonna sit and say and tell my hotels. I might do it on the podcast, but I won't tell a hotel on YouTube. Don't you say nothing.
And what? I'm not.
I know. Can we talk about the senseless shit? It's not. Oh, it's early. Yes, but I'm glad because I gotta get there. So yeah, the senseless violence that's going on in the city. Every time I look at my phone, somebody done got either shot at, or somebody got robbed, or somebody's getting. Did I say carjacked? They're getting carjacked or they're getting robbed, and they're getting robbed by teenagers. This is just getting ridiculous. It's out of hand with so many murders. We're like at 20 murders?
We're not even at 20 days.
Yeah. Every year. Everybody's getting shot, but it was a story. I don't know why it just made me so... Well, I know why, because it's a loss of life. Just imagine you walking your fucking dog, and two people come up on you and try to rob you. They go in your pockets. You got everything. Why do you have to pull the fucking trigger and kill somebody?
And actually, Kevin, they didn't get anything.
Right.
They didn't get anything because they left his phone at the scene. They left his keys. That's all he had was his phone and his keys. And his mother said, and his wallet was still in the house. So they got absolutely nothing from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I seen his phone. The thing. Yeah.
They took nothing from him. Only thing they took was his life. And then they court both of them. And the one guy that they court looked about as stupid as can be, and got the nerves to be 20, and he looks like he's older than me. And somebody left a DM, and they hit me up, a close family friend, and said, I went to school with him, and he was stupid in school. I said, I can believe it, because he looks stupid here. He looks stupid here. And I'm glad they court them. Yeah,
and he got court the same night, only because they went out somewhere else and did a robbery.
Yeah, and my cousin, and I didn't know that until my cousin, he said it today. He said they got court because they did a robbery. Because they're stupid.
And they wore the same clothes. But, you know...
Young and dumb, 20 years old. That's why I said, that's why the legal age should be pushed up. Because some of these people are... And they're still stupid.
Yeah. And I guess the other person had to be a minor because they haven't said that person's name yet.
They only said the 20-year-old.
Yeah. And they knew his body shape.
Big.
Like, yeah.
Sloppy.
Like, it just...
Dumb. He just looked dumb.
Like, I like that area. And, you know, it's crazy because you got the gentrification going on in that area. And it's just sad because...
You know, that's 3 blocks down from my parents' house.
Because
that happened on 31st and Jefferson.
You got the gentrification going on. And I'm like, oh, well, they must not be nervous because I know if they robbing a Temple student, I know them people getting robbed too.
But see, right there in Brewery Town where they building all them new houses and apartments. And they said that guy has been living there for a few years now. What made me so upset, what really got me is him walking his dog. You know I have a dog. I walk my dog.
And his dog laid by his side.
Well, they said, not that he laid by his side. They said when they got there, he was still clutched to the leash, so the dog couldn't go nowhere. He still had the leash in his hand. But it's so sad because it's like, when I saw the video and they walked up on him and it's like, what the fuck?
You got one in the front and one in the back.
Like it's so sad. It just makes me mad when people do stupid stuff like that. Y'all do stuff like that and now look, his life is completely over and your life is over because now you'll be in jail for the rest of your life. Because best believe they're going to throw the book at you.
Yeah, and he was out on bail.
Yeah, you're never getting out. You're never getting out. Never. And the mother and the family was able to raise $40,000.
More than that on GoFundMe.
On GoFundMe.
Yeah. First of all, I knew they were going to get caught.
Yeah.
When they said $40,000.
Okay.
Oh, somebody knows something.
Yeah.
Somebody knows something.
Yeah.
And they're going to catch them fast, especially because, you know, when it was just the way that the story came.
But you know what? I feel like with that, Kevin,
I knew something was going
I feel like with that, and I posted this, a lot of times, a lot of black people, because there are, like you said, there's 20 murdered. A lot of times in our community, a lot of black murders go unsolved because a lot of people, black people, don't want to help the police solve these murders because they don't want retribution. They don't want nobody to find out that they helped or snitched or whatever. You know what I mean? In this case, my cousin explained to me, well, like you said, these guys were already caught. And the police didn't even know that they had the guys who killed him. They just had those guys because they had committed another crime, not realizing, wait, these are the same guys that killed this guy. But I think that we have to remember that if we want police to help solve these murders in our city, then people have to start becoming a little bit more forthcoming with these police officers. Because when they come to, like for instance, prime example, when those guys did what they did to Art and them 2 years ago, I remember days after that, the cops coming and questioning people, the cops coming to the store next to your house, getting the cameras and stuff. Everybody that they questioned, even the days that I was out there, you know, I was always out there, people didn't know nothing, Everybody knew who it was that shot them guys and they knew where they were from, but nobody said anything. I will never forget, one of the cops came out the store and he was talking, I don't know if it was another officer or whatever, or somebody in the store, and he said, when he was coming out, he said, we can't solve this incident if nobody helps us. He said, this is my third time around here and everybody giving me the same answer. And I said to myself, he's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. How can they solve anything if nobody's not talking? And when they got shot, it was broad
daylight. Well, I know where I was. I was in the third floor.
Well, we were around the corner. So we didn't see who did it. But that particular block was full of people.
It sounded like some shit I ain't never heard before. All I know is I said whoever they want, they got him. He's dead. That's how it sounded. Because it was way too close. And there was too many of them. I said, well, they got him.
These cops tried. It's not like they don't want to get him.
The mayor came.
They want to get him. Yeah. But they can't because nobody's helping them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody's helping these people. It's sad because it's sad. It really is sad. And you know what? Did I think of it, Kevin? Even though I posted that post on Instagram, had my cousin not told me that the cops didn't already have the guys, they probably wouldn't have gotten them. Or they probably would have.
Oh, no, they would have.
Yeah.
Oh, because first of all, them images were way too clear. First of all,
the bodies.
The bodies and them walking up. Oh.
And the clothes that they had on, yeah.
But you never see, never mind, Kevin. I just never see it though when it be us like that. Like the video images don't always be that crystal. I mean, them video, that camera was clear.
Well, look where they was at. They stopped him right in front of the camera.
Right.
And when I saw the video, I said, wow, this was a perfect image. Mm-hmm. Not only did they have the video running off, but they ran in a direction where there was more cameras. Mm-hmm. That's how you know they were young and dumb.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then, I just feel like we gotta get it together. We really do. Like that video when you showed me that time we opened up the video, the lady who got into an argument with somebody, she had her phone.
Mm-hmm. And didn't even see them walk up and shoot. Isn't that right?
Like, come on, y'all.
Didn't even see it, Kevin. Had her face in the phone. And for him as a man to walk up and shoot that woman in her head like that.
That's sad. If any other good news I have, I want to give a shout out to T.S. Madison because she is getting a show on WeTV called the T.S. Madison Experience, and it comes on in March.
Damn, Kai, you fucked up.
Yes,
fucked that bag up.
Yeah. And I really want to say congratulations to her. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people told me about this. I actually found out through like a tweet or something like that. But it's not a lot of people singing her praise, and I wanted to be one of the people to do so. Mm-hmm. And that's a big accomplishment.
That is.
And I hope that this show stays on for a long time. I don't even know what the show's about, but I hope it's in the vein of what she's do with the People's Court. Or I don't want to say gag order, but I want it to be the way she does it on Facebook Live. Because she had thousands and thousands of people watching her live every week from her basement. And sometimes they got some of the video angles right, sometimes they didn't. But they were consistent with what they wanted. And I'm just happy for her. And congratulations. And there should be more of the gays, especially on this YouTube and everywhere else, giving her praise. To get a fucking TV show on a network. WeTV, that's a cable network. Mm-hmm. And everybody's watching WeTV. You watching Growing Up Hip Hop, you watching the Braxton Family Values, now you be watching T.S. Madison. Mm-hmm. That's going to be cute for her. Congratulations. And Tyler Perry will be recognized by the Oscars. He's going to get the Gene Husher Award for his humanitarian efforts. And I think it's a good thing. Congratulations to him.
That's pretty big for him. That's a big honor.
Yeah, and a couple famous people. I can't even think of the names. I know Oprah's one of them.
The Gene Herschel Humanitarian Award has been around for over 70 years. Gene Herschel was a famous Hollywood producer, if I'm not mistaken, who died at a really young age in the 1930s. He was a really big person in Hollywood years and years ago. And not too long after he died, around the time that he died, the Oscars was still young. Mm-hmm. I don't even think the Oscars had even celebrated 10 years yet. And that after he died, they put an award in his honor, and yeah, so that's a big award. That's a big honor for him.
Yeah. And Tyler's always helping out or secret shopping and being somebody's secret Santa. That's the word I was wanting to say. Or he be paying for old people's food at Kroger's. Like, he really does a lot of things for people.
Because Tyler Perry, he's been out for a long time, but he hasn't been out that long. But he's been out long enough where he's made a huge impact with his celebrity status and with his giving back. So that's really good.
Yeah, in 20 years, to be able to have your own movie studio and lots. And to think about successful shows being shot on there.
Yeah, to think about it, to be honored by the Oscars with that award, I'd be like, listen, if I don't even never win an Oscar, I got this award, and that's a huge honor. They used to show years ago. They used to show when the recipients would receive that award on the actual Oscars. Now they have a separate ceremony, which I hate that they do that now. They have the honorary Oscar and then they have the Oscars
long as shit.
They are, but it's long because of the stupid shit that they be having in the beginning. We don't need to see these opening acts and these people getting up there talking, and that's why it's long, Kevin. Shit. That's why it's long. That bullshit that they be having.
Well, this is gonna be the first pandemic Oscars. I'm sure it won't be that long. They haven't even announced what nominations are. Remember, like the Golden. This is like Golden Globes time. Like, I don't even know if anybody got nominated.
This is Golden Globes time. The Golden Globes comes on every year at the end of January.
Right, and I don't think there's going to be one. I haven't heard nominations.
Listen, everything is fucked up.
Right, it's the award show season. All of these stylists, they normally get paid for styling people. They're not getting paid. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Joe Biden, you can't get in here fast enough and fix this shit, or try to. You ain't got no choice but to fix it, because this is now.
It's now his mess, unfortunately. Can you imagine inheriting a mess like this and having to clean it up?
No.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
it's a shame because he's not going to get anything deserving of his win. He's not going to get the normal inauguration. There's not going to be any inauguration balls. Mm-hmm. He's not going to have no type of parade. It's not going to be anything normal. And to think that he's gotten more votes than any other president in history, and yet everything is just going to be so restricted for him. Mm-hmm. It's so sad. It really is unfortunate. It's sad. It's so sad. All because of Donald fucking Trumps with an S.
Well, everybody, we've talked a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will be back this weekend with the podcast because we'll talk about the inauguration, what we saw, what we thought. They do have some poets and stuff. I don't know how they're going to do it, but we'll see.
It's going to be televised. Some of the stuff, majority of the stuff is going to be televised. You know, Gaga and first of all, J-Lo, you know what?
I'm taking Wednesday off. I'll definitely be watching. I'm going to probably go live. I might go live Wednesday afternoon or something, because I want to watch it with people. I don't want to just be sitting there watching it by myself. I'm not having a party about it, but something fun. And I want to give a shout out to my buddies Malik and Mario and Dennis, Eddie. They came here yesterday. We played the real version of Never Have I Ever, following the rules, and we had a pretty good time. But the game is very long. It's long. So we had to shorten it, but we had fun and just answering questions. I was able to call Denner on one of his bullshit and on one of the cards he had. It was just fun.
Did y'all play it online or
no? We just played it at the table. Yeah. We played I moved the table over, but we played at the table yesterday. We had a good time. We ordered food and all of that stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah. They really keep me. We got our nails and feet done again. They really keep me happy. I will say that about my friends. And Brandon lost a family member, so he might be coming back this week. It's sad because you don't really see his family like posting somebody who passed. Mm-hmm. So I think they're taking it a little hard.
They probably don't have a lot of death in their family.
And it's a big family.
Well, that's how mine is. We don't have a lot of death in mine either.
Mm-hmm. when somebody go, like,
right.
child.
Yeah. Some families are like that, which is, me and my aunt was talking about that. For our family to be so big, we don't have that many deaths. You know, like some families, you got, damn, they got a family member dying every other month.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on over there?
Something in the water.
Something in the water. Somebody can't cook. Jesus.
Well, we're gonna go. Everybody, please be safe. Wear your mask. Stay safe. Don't do nothing stupid. I mean, if there's gonna be tickets, make it worth your while. But again, be safe. Listen to the
Beyonce's not in concert, so don't buy them.
Yeah, and Beyonce's on Netflix. She got something on Netflix, something on Disney Plus, and where else? YouTube. Just come on, y'all. We got to be smart. Make smarter decisions. See y'all. Peace. Stay safe again. I'm out.
Yeah, right. Did you hear about that guy that died in North Philly? The baby.
What, fighting over trash?
No, bitch. The guy who died in North Philly that was from the POW.
Mr. Todd. Yeah, that he used to take Richard in them places all the time.
Oh,
He's a boxer.
yeah. All